Welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski Show. It's Friday. You all know what Friday means. It's the best of the rest of all the idiocy. This time it's a little less stupid, and there's a lot of stupid involved in it. But you know, finally going to get to a bunch of good stuff and something I saw yesterday. And that was like just quick. Like Brittany Cooper is apparently an author, activist, all that, claimed that the reason for obesity among Black females is a result of a set of conditions that we didn't create. Even went to say that like it was racist. That the whole thing was racist because their white female counterparts like do the same thing and apparently lose more weight. Like I have counterparts of mine, all colors, all in the Marine Corps, did the same thing. It worked for them different than it did for me. Like you had different body builds, different types, different genes. Like there's all these like science things that actually go into all this. So I think it's just victim mentality, really. And just blame it on everything. It's your fault that we're obese. Like, it's your life choices. Diets work for different people. Again, genes, all that, you sometimes have to work harder than other people just because the genes that you have. All right. It's just the way it is, if you don't like it, tough, really. That's just the way it is. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Some things will never change. Like it's like that's the way it is. Like racism, because the white counterparts, get better results. Well, I mean, a lot of it, again, genes or how strict you are with it. If you're working out or doing anything else with it, not just dieting, because working out helps more. There's all kinds of different factors that go in there. Not racism. You blithering sack of excrement. You an idiot. You pile of goo. You waste of just life in general. That's the card you have to win. That's just the victim mentality. Maybe look at me. I had to do that. Well, it's just like before my sister's wedding when I lost all kinds of weight to get myself back to pre surgery weight. So before I got hit. Oh, I was out there like being miserable as hell. Well, did you do that? Like, well, dieting really, really strictly. Lots of self-control. Lots of things to make the situation better. To make it go as fast as it could. It was very, very strict and on point. And that's why I got those results better than, you get some because I didn't take there was no like cheat day or cheat meal. Like I was like, there was one every once in a while, but it was pretty much just go, 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 no holds barred, foot on the throttle, hammering down, just go, go, go. And I was working out a bunch, like on top of the diet, which is why everything like worked. Like that's how it does. It's not a race thing. Some things are races. But pretty sure this is not one of them. I think you might be an idiot. When I say might be, I mean you are an idiot. But that was amazing. Saw that. And like, this is how my day is starting. Good one. Then Michigan, finally, I don't know how it took this long, but the state Senate voted to subpoena Whitmer administration's COVID-19 nursing home policy documents. Like apparently her in New Jersey, there's a bunch of the same policies in like New York. So I have no idea how it took this long to get there. Like we should all be trying to get to the bottom of this regardless of your affiliation, really. Like call me crazy, but because I am, wholeheartedly accept it when you call me crazy. But like how long? I mean, amazing. Someone was saying this was all really bad. He's orange. And they're like, it took him that long to be funny. They got to New York after the election was over, and they're talking about how good he did compared to Trump's thing. And then you see his numbers are actually abysmal, and he lied about all, covered it up. The same thing going to, or in New Jersey, Brown or whatever his last name is, Whitmer in Michigan. Like there's a lot of them that did it. I don't get how the hell like it's just coming to light now. They're finally looking into it like this much later. Like it's kind of pathetic actually. It shows just how worthless they are. But hopefully they do something about it. I don't think they're going to. I'm not holding my breath, but hopefully, we'll see. And this is going to be a big part here. Energy Secretary, Granholm, John Kerry, and President Biden all saying the pipelines are the best way to transport, oil and fuel. Amazing how they shut down the Keystone one right away. Just that, and that if you drove an electric car, this would not be affecting you. The whole gas thing. Which, how do you think we power all those power stations that give the electricity to charge your car. It affects them too. And yeah, the big one was Biden saying it's not a government problem, it's a private sector problem. Like, actually, dumbass, it's kind of a national security thing because they got in there. They got their $5 million with the ransomware. What could stop them from doing it again or hacking into something even worse? Like, I don't know, the whole country's grid. Like, that's an infrastructure problem. That's what we should be with. Cybersecurity should be a big one. Because again, they did it. They got their money. What the hell is going to stop them from doing it again? Catch my drift. Like, if you're paying attention at home. Like, so I don't understand, like an electric car. Again, if you have one of those and we go all electric, what happens if they hack it and they turn off the whole grid? What do you do then? Your electric car that can't get anywhere and they're not allowed anyone to have any gasoline, anything, or diesel. Then we're all screwed. Doesn't take much to figure it out. Just a little bit of a brain, maybe a slight bit of common sense. And this isn't like even confusing at all, but it is amazing that this week all of them have said the pipelines are the best way after they did that to the Keystone XL one on day one. And the whole, if you drive an electric car, it won't be affecting you, but this isn't a government problem, it's a private sector problem. Like, actually, again, it's kind of like a national security thing. So I wish that we'd have someone in the White House that actually gave a damn and realized any of this, but he never will. He's not the brightest in the world, and he just, but nothing's a problem. The border isn't a problem. That's not a problem. It's not a national security problem. Like, none of these are. Israel, none of it. Screw it. That's why he's on like Iran's side. I said Israel can defend itself, but he wouldn't denounce like Hamas, who's an actual terror group, which we give money to Iran and working in the nuke deal, which is what we gave them, billions of dollars, and we sold them uranium so they could, which uranium won under Obama and Biden, so they could make nukes. And we're still giving them money. They're trying to get into the deal, like, which is hurting our only ally in the Middle East. But that gets us into the crazy people on the left, like Mark Ruffalo saying it's time for sanctions on Israel to free Palestinians because they haven't been getting screwed with by the Palestinians for, I don't know, and Hamas for forever. They just finally had enough. They warned everybody. No one wanted to listen. I'm not surprised by any of this. And we got Ilhan Omar that saying that Palestinian children deserve safety and ignores Hamas using schools as rocket launch sites and everything else, which, by the way, they do that over there. As our, rules of engagement and stuff for us was we weren't allowed to shoot back into them. Just the way it is. And then Omar then claimed that accusations of Hamas using human shields was a myth. Nope, not really. Shows how little she actually has functioning in her brain about like real things. Doesn't surprise me, no. And then again, we got her with Israeli airstrikes killing civilians in Gaza as an act of terrorism. Like, they haven't been doing that to the Israelis for forever now, decades. This is an apartheid system from Tlaib. AOC says Israeli forces are forcing families from their homes during Ramadan and inflicting violence. It is inhumane. Like, they haven't been doing that to the Israelis for forever. And Ayanna Pressley was an idiot. American government money should not finance state violence. Well, what do you call the money they're given to Iran? It's openly like Hamas and the Islamic Jihad officials in Palestine saying that they're getting their rockets from Iran. We're trying to get in there and we've given them money for it, and they, like, maybe I'm missing it. Pretty good at missing things. I don't think I'm missing this one, but there's all that. And then, everyone else on the left, politicians alike, like, that's the left side. They're actually supporting the terrorist group. Like, people voted them in, not me. And top Israeli officials, are really, they're saying we're not stopping. And I honestly have no hard time, no difficulty believing them. But Hamas finally admitted, this is the first time they admitted that the terror group has confirmed the death of any of its officers in the current bout of violence, but the IDF did kill top Hamas commander Isa, the highest ranking terrorist killed in 7 years. That happened. Palestinian Islamic Jihad officials saying Iran is most definitely giving them the rockets they used to attack Israel. Duh, that's what they've been doing for forever. Anyone with a brain knows, look it up. It's not that hard to find. Like, just look the trash up. And then top Israeli officials say Hamas can surrender or, quote, we'll hunt down every commander, every post until we win. There's another quote. If Hamas thinks they can get away with this, they're wrong. And one more, quote, no interest in stopping. Like this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to get a lot worse, actually. It's amazing how they said the orange guy was going to be the one, like boards were going to be popping off the second he got in office and there was none. But yet here we are, Joe. Not even 4 months in, all hell's breaking loose on the border, over there. Like it's just, it's not good. Russia getting ready to try to take Ukraine wants Crimea, China going messing with Taiwan, North Korea shooting rockets again. Like all hell's breaking back loose, and nothing's being done about any of it because they know nothing will be done about it because, well, they know exactly how the government works under those people. That's why they all wanted him in and not Donald Trump, because he said don't do that, and well, he blew them up. So it's going to get way worse, way worse. But we'll see. Try to warn everybody, but we shall definitely see. I think it's a cluster. I think it's going to get a lot worse. And now that our government's pretty much backing Hamas and the terrorist groups, we're screwed. Like that's how you lose allies. And it's really our only one over there, solid. So it's pathetic. All you people that fall for it, all the people on the left that are supporting it, like you're idiots too. But that being said, I'm not trying to keep you forever. It's Friday. Like, share, comment, share it out. That's the big one. Share it out so more eyeballs get on it. Follow along on all the pages. Follow me on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and share those out because the more you share, it's the best advertisement you can get and helps everyone out. But I don't know if we're doing a Sunday yet. Haven't figured it out. Might be someone, might be me, might not do it. And I know I might be going camping next week. So I'm trying to figure all that out. But I figure you should get a heads up in case there's a few days next week I didn't die. Just actually going and doing something for a change. So that being said, enjoy your weekend, enjoy yourself, look some stuff up, be kind to one another, don't do anything stupid. And like always, until next time, my friends, peace.